wrong. You are sleeping.
Honorable Minister.
You are sleeping on duty.
Honorable members.
You are sleeping on duty.
Order. Honorable Josie, order. Honorable members. Honorable Self, please proceed.
Rule the nation. True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Rule the nation. True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Oh, yes. How much you love the morning hours. You love the morning. This is the TBS. Good morning, folks. Waking up in the morning, it takes the mercy of God. When you wake up in the morning, just lift your hands up and say, God, thank you. Thanks for the gift of life. Thanks for the gift of life. That's why we always say, indeed, God is the greatest. Hello, August. I like to say, hello, August first. Hello, August. Let's make this month the best one. August first, a new month full of possibilities. Welcome, August. A perfect day to start a new day. The beginning of a beautiful journey. Good morning, August. Thanks for welcoming us. Indeed, this is the TBS, and of course, our morning motivation. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your destiny. Good morning to the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty, man. Amen. The love of liberty brought us together. And I'm going down to the justice system. Let justice be done to all. Just to have no eyes. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. This is Roberts, Marka Davis. And we're right here to serve you breakfast game straight up to 10 o'clock. Good morning to our president, President Joseph Human Boy Guy. Welcome on Scram this morning. Good energy, Wednesday. Lead well. I could have said the same to Edizana Cummings if I won the elections. The same thing to Tewonse Gongolo, Sarah Bezolo Yanti, Sheikh Kuyate, those who contested Robert Morris. If I was El Appeton. Yeah? Is that how I want to bring you in this morning?
Yeah. Appeton,
Where's Ever
I
Appeton?
think he returned to status quo.
Okay, great. If
The unknown man.
no new man,
Yeah,
good morning.
He returned to status quo.
Yes. Look, if Hamilton would have won the election, I mean, I would have greeted him the same way.
Exactly.
George Weah was the president. I used to say good morning to my black president. And for now, Joseph Boyka is the president. So I wish Boyka well. Boyka, good morning to you. Yes, hope you're having some coffee this morning, waking up well. Take it out. What is ahead of you on this great day? Good morning to all of you lawmakers, those of you on your break. Make use of your break. Don't have for your people. Most of you are missing action. Yes, some of the lawmakers, most of you are missing action. Yes. Anyway, Marka, good morning to you. How you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning, Onu. Good morning to our followers this morning. It's great for us to be here again to serve you breakfast up to 10 o'clock. And yes, a lot of things happening, and we're here to inform our people about all the things, if not all, but the ones we know.
In fact, where is Ever Appeton here, man?
The man returned to status quo.
What?
Maybe he gone back to factory setting. Gone back to default setting.
Default.
Yeah, default.
Ask yourself.
Where he was before he gone back there.
Damn it.
Yes. So he's now a known person.
Okay.
He's now a real big political figure.
Mhm.
So that ghost thing just happened during the election, and everywhere you go, you can't even vote. Appeton 7%, Marka 24%, we are 19%.
Mhm.
They made their entire place all over the country. After the election, after the government inauguration, he returned to status quo.
No foundation, no nothing. Ever Appeton. You ask yourself, where is Ever Appeton?
He has a piece of job. I think he board chair for I don't know which one of the institutions.
No car.
Okay, no car, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, board
Damn
chair
it.
there.
Appeton.
Yeah.
The one that's thinking for fail.
The main party chairman is chair lady,
Uh-huh.
especially for the women wing the chair lady is Madam Alita and Toba.
Okay.
Yes, Alita Toba. Yeah.
Damn it. Appeton.
She runs one restaurant at Bola Junction.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still active.
She stayed there.
Okay, party chair.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't go to Noka yet.
Look, think it happened surprisingly, man. Bob Bounce.
Bob Bounce.
Bob Bounce, that what happened. Yes, good morning, folks, who are wishing our leaders well. I mean, if you follow the platform, I mean, it's good to wish our leaders well. Regardless of the politics, we can think ugly for the country. That's why we always say country first, in the midst of all, right?
Happy new month to all of us.
Mhm.
Today is August 1st. Damn it. Or new 2024 coming.
Coming, oh.
Damn it.
And
Yeah, and let me say a special good morning and a birthday treat to a friend and sister, Orita Arthur.
okay.
She get different name.
I thought you were forgetting her name.
Yeah. Orita, Courage, Lovely, Arthur. Yeah, she's celebrating her birthday and today, August 1. They will always start in August.
Mhm.
Let me say a special good morning and happy birthday to you. Wishing you all the best. If there any attempt for you to prepare any kind of dish, especially GB, I will be interested to form part of the ceremony. That's the only way I will come around. Anything less than that, just take your happy birthday trip from right here, and that is it. Good morning to you. Wishing you all the best. Orita, Courage, Lovely, Arthur, and yes.
Yes, great. All the best. Well, the Thursday edition of the TBS 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia, in the midst of all I will do, the country first. Good morning to former President George Weah. Go back to your speech. Watch yourself yesterday. Yes, I just want. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Just watch yourself and see how it
You
takes.
see, it's good for leaders to listen. The president, the former president, did not listen to my advice yesterday.
Yeah, you didn't listen.
Yeah. I told him people will write speech and give it to you. Use your discretion when you're reading that speech.
Mhm.
You see,
Like
and he didn't listen.
I watched Barack Obama coming out to defend Hillary Clinton.
Mhm.
Yes, and he said something. Most time when you talk to the podium, when you go back, you watch yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are feedbacks always in life. No, say you have feedback, right? The feedback will come in a positive way or sometimes in a negative way. But if you're not criticized, then you're not ready for life. Say nothing that you'll not be criticized. But once you say something, you open room for criticism, right?
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what we'll have this morning on the TBS. By way on Monday, we'll have the LACC boss with us on Monday.
I wish that myself. first.
We'll find it first.
Yeah, because we're supposed to have
Okay.
Senator of Maryland County,
Okay.
Dan Marias.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
on Monday on the
yeah,
art
so
segment.
okay.
Yeah, so
Cancel the
cancel
cancel.
the morning.
Yeah,
and
she
go-
learned to
go
wake
back
up
to
soon.
work.
Let Taiwan there. Yeah,
Yeah,
just come
yeah.
and do your him pam and go.
Exactly.
In fact, where is Taiwan to? Where is Council of Gongolo?
Right, tell you.
Look, come to Wizard, please call your friend, man. Say we're asking where is Taiwan?
Yeah.
Where's Gongolo?
Out of this.
Yeah, where is Taiwan
Where is
Gongolo?
Gongolo?
Where is Taiwan Gongolo? Y'all tagged Taiwan Gongolo this morning.
Yeah.
Where is Councilor Taiwan say Gongolo? Yes.
This is a man who said if he had won the election.
Let's play something for him before
He
we
said-
audit the
He said
government.
there'll be quarterly audit,
Uh-huh.
and the government officials will come and say, President Gongolo.
President Gongolo. Yeah, before Marka to the lineup. Yeah, that's your one year.
Mhm.
So we have to make it secret about it. We will audit this government, and the law will be enforced against people. Will be I also have a 12-point prescription for combating corruption. It will be governance by transparency. The president's asset declaration and all the ministers' asset declaration, as well as the president's salary and benefit and the salary and benefit of all government employees, will be published on the internet so that you can't see a day that the assets that put grandpa give them money. And when they're building houses all over Liberia as if they are money magician and they got money machine manufacturing money in their houses. We'll stop that. What we call lifestyle audit. Every 3 months, the president and other officers will be audited. You will come and say, the president going
Yeah, like the power get ready. Yeah. We'll come back and say
Please carry on. Yeah,
you carry back.
You come back and say
You
what?
come out and say President Gongolo.
Gongolo.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I carry back. Yes, let's see this.
lifestyle audit. Every 3 months, the president and other ministers will be audited. You will come and say, the president going here's your salary.
Yeah, they'll come out and say,
President Gongolo.
yeah.
Yes, President Gongolo, this is my
And
audit.
you're sure winning the team.
Yes.
That's the beauty of democracy.
Cancel.
Council, hi.
Good morning, Council.
Your tag council, where's council this morning? Let's see who have on the lineup this morning.
Yes, those will bring you what we have this morning for breakfast. Coming up shortly is David Coty, the former representative. We helped him this morning for like 3 minutes on the show. That will be followed by the review of the papers. This show is sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan-African Bank. And again, in our studio chat this morning, we will talk about update on the illicit minor, the real minister or Galfang. LBS boss Fagon and Senator Marka has been going back to back on this illicit mining issue, especially the case involving Galfang, aka Barry and his guys in the county. And I think Fagon came in defense. And Senator Connor has been, responding to him like that. So we'll look at it, what interest he has in this matter. We'll look at that also. And again, we will look at former President George Weah's address to his partisans yesterday at the CDC headquarters. We pre-discuss it, and we're going to post-discuss it this morning. So these will be the key talking points this morning on the show at 8:15 to 8:30. Yes, we'll open the lines for you to participate on the show this morning. Women, I hope you have your line
get ready
already safe. Yeah, so we will make sure equal participation on this show. At 8:30 to about 9:05, we will have Investor Cannon. Investor Cannon is a member of the CDC. At one point in time during the past administration, he started leading a group he referred to as the Disenchanted Seditions. Today on this show, after the former president's address on yesterday, following the action of the government to indict some former officials of government based on audit reports, Investor Cannon will sit with us this morning, and he is most likely to officially resign from the CDC this morning. Investor Cannon will be our guest on this show this morning. You also talk about the former president's address yesterday, or how he feels about it. It promises to be a tough discussion this morning with investors, because I'm going to ask him all the questions. He was in the trenches in 2017 campaigning for the CDC. Why he became disenchanted? Why is he trying to leave the party now? Is it because they are no longer in power? So investor will be here this morning and we'll talk about these issues. And that will be followed by sports entertainment commercials right here on the TBS. And at 9:15 to 10 o'clock, we will have on the last segment folks from the EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. They will be here to discuss issue on the salary advance payment and other programs and services the bank is offering the Liberian public. So that is the show we have for you this morning. You can't afford to miss this. But first, we discuss the former president's address on yesterday. In the midst of all, country first. This is your TBS.
Great, beautiful lineup. Country first in the midst of all. Let's bring you health here with David Ernest Cote, former lawmaker who was never elected. He just became lawmaker. So David in the Capitol building. Let's bring you health tip. This is the best job he's enjoying since leaving government. Good morning, Abbas.
Abbas.
Amanda.
Aweto.
I saw you live on the CDC press conference yesterday. Yeah.
For the decade.
Did you help Dave, yeah? Because health and politics don't mix, yeah?
We're talking prostate enlargement is our topic today. The medical term benign prostatic hyperplasia. First, prostate is in all men. The purpose of the prostate is to create fluid in the semen. It is about the size of a walnut, but that size can double and it can triple in size. And if not detected early and treated, it will start to enlarge at age of 40 and it will bring a serious problem.
Investors can
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We're following you.
Oh, okay, all right. So prostate enlargement is an age illness. It gets big and you get and you have some feedback. Hello?
Hello, we're following you. Go ahead, David.
Okay, there's some interruption, some feedback. Okay. Your prostate is located below the bladder. All right, now, there are 8 signs that I want you to watch out for. When you see these 8 signs, don't take it lightly. Go and do something about it at the hospital. Number 1, increase frequency to pee. That means you pee plenty. Maybe normally, if you can pee in the morning, maybe one time in the afternoon and one time in the night, but this time it's about 4 or 5 times a day. But this is not exclusive to prostate enlargement. Diabetes can also make you pee plenty. Drinking plenty of water can also make you pee plenty. So the best thing to always do, when you find out you're going to pee too plenty, go and check yourself. Number 2, increase urgency. This is the rush business. When people check, you want to do it quick, or else it will come down in your private. So you need to check. Increase. Sometimes you even see on the wall, people there, a big sign there. Only dogs can pee here, but there's nowhere to hold it. You will pee. Number 3, waking up at night to pee or to pee is also a sign. Number 4, hesitancy. You want to pee, but when you go to the bathroom, you stand up there, it will take a little while before the pee can come. When you see these things happening, don't take it light. Number 5, cold stream. You know, pee is supposed to go on a little force, but when you start going very slow, sometimes even dropping on your shoes, be careful. Number 6, leakage afterwards or dribbling. When you finish your peeing, or after you're waiting, you put your penis back in your clothes or in your brief, small pee start to drop there. It is a bad sign. Number 7, when you is not completely empty, you pee but you still feel that something is still there. Number 8, this is the main problem here. You gotta listen to this, man. Urinary retention, not urinating at all, or only a few drops. There's one here. It could require a medical attention. Now you gotta be doctors call it medical emergency. Here's one that's very serious, where you cannot pee at all, or sometimes you go to pee only small drops. You gotta be very careful. Now, the reason is this. If you cannot pee at all and you don't go to the hospital quickly to find out what is happening, the bladder could get full. And if the bladder bursts, well, I don't want to say you will die, but something serious will happen. And when that time comes, it will need surgery. Surgery. Because it means that the the come on, the prostate has either doubled or tripled, and it is squeezing the line, the pipeline that the people is supposed to pass through. And when that pipeline is squeezed by the prostate, you will not be able to pee. It will require surgery. And what kind of surgery will be done? They will bore a hole, they will put a plastic through your penis straight to the bladder and bore a hole. That's the surgery I'm talking about. When you cannot pee at all, that is what will happen. They'll bore a hole in your penis. I mean, not hole, now they will put a plastic surgery, a plastic pipe in your penis straight to the bladder and bore a hole there so that you can be able to pee. So it's already serious. So once you become 40 years old, my friend, go and check your prostate. Now, prostate enlargement and prostate cancer, things, but they have similar signs. Please listen to this carefully. Don't take this lightly. Prostate cancer and prostate enlargement are the same, but they have similar signs. All these things I was calling to you just now. It can either be prostate cancer or prostate enlargement. But here's the difference. These are signs, additional signs that you need to look up for to know whether it is prostate cancer. When you see these things, my friend, it is prostate cancer. Run to the hospital quickly. Number one, blood in the semen or in the urine. Oh yes. When you start to see blood, even though when you start to see those things that we're talking about just now, it could be prostate cancer or prostate enlargement. But when you start to see blood in the urine or in a semen, go and check the hospital. Number two, unintentional weight loss. Sometimes if you want to lose weight, you can go on diet, you can do different things to lose weight. But when it is unintentional, you're not on diet, you're not taking exercise, you're not doing anything, but you find yourself losing weight, go check the hospital. And the last one here is night sweat. Excessive sweat during sleep. You're sleeping, but the sweat is too much. You wake up, you bring the big towel, you wake yourself, still you're sweating. Those are two signs to let you know that it is no more prostate enlargement, but prostate cancer. Be careful. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. We had 3 minutes, went up to 7 minutes. Yes, yes. So suspension awaits you. Thank you. Yes, just think about it. Think about it. I'll let you go. Think about it. We have 3 minutes and David went 7 minutes 30 seconds, man.
Yeah.
Yes, let's bring you the review of the local dealers quickly. Yeah, so while David is thinking about his suspension after overlapping his time, let's bring you the review of the local dealers. What's making news this morning from the print media? No time to waste. The front page of the Independent newspaper for weaponizing justice. CDC will strongly resist. George Weah, former President George Weah, is captured here on the front page of Independent. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. US 381 million dubious dealing at central bank GSU audit report. The audit report is so damaging. Grab a copy of the Independent. Let's go to the back page. What's on the back page? Agri Minister advances national rice development goals. There's a story on the back page here of the Independent. LEC ICC in US 16 million solar energy park. Well, I'm saying morning captain on the face of LEC is captured on the back page of from the Independent.
Yes, let's go for the Daily Observer newspaper. The top story on the front page: CDC declares resistance against UP-led government's witch hunt. Is captured right here. That's former President George Weah is seen surrounded by his party officials here during a press conference on yesterday. Henry Samoa appointed CBL acting governor amid financial scandal, where I'm seeing the acting governor captured right here also on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Double indictments, two ex-finance minister caught in another web decries witch hunt. Well, he's also captured the former finance minister. Firestone's K factor, a debate over weight and wealth. Well, that's a story that you can read in the Daily Observer newspaper. Let's go to the back page. Jailed ex officials unable to secure US 6 million bond. Legal team reveals. Police arrest Assistant Minister Jabate Owata arrested terrorists is another story. Yes, that's it for the Daily Observer.
Yes, I'm going to run through quickly because of time. Storms Nation. This is the front page of the New Republic. Makes claims of government weaponizing judiciary system. The former president is captured here on the front page of the New Republic. Grab a copy. Asida Mental Base CEO Fairwear. Samoa in charge is a subdued story. Quickly on the back page. A big news here. LEC, the Liberia Electricity Corporation, to construct 200 meter wax hydropower plant. Well, captures the entire back page of the New Republic.
Yeah, so finally from my end is the Hot Pepper newspaper, the lead story. Your action to politicize justice will be resisted. WIA tells Boakai government. That's the only story on the front page. Let's go to the back page. President Boakai appoints Henry Samoa as acting CBL governor. Reactivates economic management team is a story. Grand Jude County University College wants government hot retirement of lecturers. LIPO, that's the Liberia Intellectual Property Office, dedicates new office for Manufacturer Union of Liberia.
Yes, so lastly for my end is the Inquirer. The front page of the Inquirer newspaper, IB CEO Samoa to act as CBL governor. We're going to profile this CBO. Yes, formerly with the IB Bank. We have some records very soon. We'll look at it on Monday. It's on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. We has condemned ex-officials detention. It's a sub story on the front page of the Inquirer. Grab a copy. Let's go to the back page quickly. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's capture here on the back page. Proposes early education discipline to combat corruption. Still talking about corruption. Well, that's the big story here from the Inquirer newspaper. Again, we'd like to say good morning. Thanks so much for following to all of our viewers online. Those of you listening of our radio. This is the Truth Breakfast Show, Mondays to Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 10 o'clock in the morning, right here serving breakfast. Yes, let's get our attention quickly between this illicit minor. We'll continue to talk about this Galfan man until that 30 million fine that the mines in any year placed on him is being cleared. But we have noticed something. We're just going to take a few minutes of it because of our time. The big one is about former President George Weah. There is a war between the LBS Director General Eugene Fagon and Amara Kone. We're going to find out why the two of them are going back and forth. Why Eugene Fagon having interest? We are hearing Randy Scott. Randy Scott is the cousin of the LBS boss, so calls with this illicit minor. So is there conflict of interest? Because if you look at Amara post, Amara is saying executive involvement into the release, and some House's member also in the release of this illicit minor. Liberians are so concerned. This rear minister going to start his operation very soon. This thing you're joking with. As soon as you stop this, the next minute, the rear minister Barry, the Chinese illicit minor will start full operation back in Bapolu and that entire sub-region. But because of time, Marka, let's hold it on.
Yes.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. But the big one, and I want to start up. Last night, I had to do one or two right out.
Okay.
Let me sail to the rescue team and his many support. Good morning to my president, President Marka. How you doing this morning? I'm sure you're having some coffee break. The issue of fighting corruption, even if you bring Ellen Johnson Sirleaf here today, she'll talk about still tackling corruption. And former President George Weah, he also make mention of that. So there is no way, but I want to say this out to the rescue team and the many supporters. Those of you who are mocking what is happening to those who are being indicted, placing all the social media, I want you to stop this, please. You can't be doing this. You posting, let the justice system deal with what is happening. Those who are indicted, You are mocking them back and forth on the social media. It should stop. Now to the prosecutors, the Ministry of Justice, the legal team. If criminal appearance bonds are fired for those who are indicted, I mean, those of you on top of this case, if these people who are in cells today, if they fire in the criminal appearance bond, please don't play around with it. In line of the law for them to be released, please don't play with it. In terms of politics' sake, we don't want violence in this country. We don't want to have any fight. I'm saying this out. Let them go back to the court. If they are to be bailed out, please don't play around with it. For God's sake. And let justice prevail. Those who are indicted, some of them are incarcerated. I listened up to the Ministry of Justice or declare them something like President of Ghana, people chase after them whatsoever. You begin turning yourself over to the justice system. But once that lawyer legally fire in the bonds, please have them released. Don't play politics with it. Yes. I want to get on to the president himself. Like I had to go back.
Yeah, so before we go to the president's speech, just to inform the Liberian people that the court rejected the bond filed by the lawyers of those who are in jail and refused to free them on grounds that the bond that was filed has the name of Minister Tue, former Minister Tue, who is not under the jurisdiction of the court. So there's no way that this man who have not come to court, who you can file bond and include him, say, okay, that is bond. So he's not even in detention, he's not under the jurisdiction of the court. So I filed bond for him. So I understand it was one of the reasons why the bond filed by these defendants were rejected by the court. Okay. So Tue must first come under the jurisdiction of the court before you can file a bond for him.
So I'm talking about United
Yeah, I understand.
United and
so the
Jefferson Camo, right?
Yes, they were doing a joint,
No, it's not possible.
So
not trying to set over, right?
The court said no.
Okay, yes.
This man is not under the jurisdiction of the court. How can you include him on the bond that you are fighting for these people who are in detention? So
do I have to face in the justice system? Come,
exactly.
Turn yourself over legally. No, arrest you and put handcuffs. Turn yourself over to the court. Then your bond can be fine. Sure. But we're also saying to the justice system, once the bombs have been fired, please don't play politics with it. All right? And let me just say this out. These people who are conducting the audit today, the GAC, guess what, they were appointed by the CEDC, Marka. Yes. This appointment was not done by this current government. Is it right or wrong for a former leader to speak? I want to say it's a good thing. Good morning to you, former President George Weah. We are. Good morning to you. Is it a good thing for a former leader to address? Yes, it's a good thing. But I'm yet to think about the speech on yesterday. The speech is a very important one. As George Weah ended his speech, we saw people taking up to the street, singing the militant song, going back and forth. That speech itself, I'm still thinking, why is it the former president didn't entertain questions? Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking, why is it? I mean, every president will have a followers. I want George Weah to know this. Even Ellen still have a serious followers here on ground. Those who are in the GSC, they were all appointed by the CDC. And when George Weah became president, he has 63 other reports for him to act on. You know what acted on that? The late Charles Sally was sent to jail. You remember that, right? He was sent to jail. Cabinet General was impeached illegally. You all know Cabinet story. Nobody challenged and fight the justice system in this matter. Let justice prevail. But I want to appeal to the Rescue Nation team. Just stop that mockery you're doing on the Facebook. It's not good. It's adding more soul to it.
Yes, so your advice is well taken. But a matter of fact, they should know that we are in a cycle. So if time will come, there will be other reports, and they themselves should be prepared to go to court as well, just in case. So is that what goes around comes around. So there should be some of these posts they are doing. People are
screenshotting it, keeping it for tomorrow.
For the future. So that's just a warning to they themselves. But again, the former president did not take questions after his address to the nation. That is not my issue. My issue is the president did not do justice to the Liberian people when he described what is going on as weaponizing the judiciary against his official of his government, and this they will resist. I think the president's statement was not in place. In the former president's statement was not in place, in my opinion. I thought the president had gone to even appreciate the current administration for acting on these audit reports. Because this is the president, this is the former president whom on his inauguration day in January 2018 said he was going to ensure that he fight corruption. He said you're going to end corruption. That is his exact word, that you're going to end corruption. And if some audits that were done under your watch, the current administration acting on these reports, and you come out to call it witch hunt, to call it weaponizing judiciary against your government officials, and that you resist. I think the former president press statement yesterday was a threat to the peace of Liberia. It was out of order, and it appears to me even disorganized after the president spoke, and then lieutenant of the government of the party still speaking to the press. I saw Kalasco speaking. I saw other people speaking. Why are you?
Yeah, because
your leader has spoken already.
Because I said, why the president didn't entertain questions? If you're going to entertain questions, they were not going to be after interview.
They were not supposed to have spoken to the press after their leader has spoken. That was just kind of disorganized in the first place. But I'm seeing Akaras Gray and the rest of them writing that there's going to be a bill of impeachment introducing the legislature against. For me, I'm not a legal person, but I see no grounds for impeachment. What's the ground? What reason? Do you have any reason? There's nothing. So the matter of fact, former President, we expected you to acknowledge the current administration's decision to have taken action in the fight against corruption. I thought you should be clapping for them, because this is something you promised the Liberian people, but to go and be issuing threat, I think it was uncalled for, Mr. Former President. It was uncalled for, absolutely.
Yeah, so the former president, Charles Sally, was taken to jail for a couple of days, right? Cabinet General was impeached illegally. No one challenge. So, Mr. Former president, let justice prevail. Let justice prevail. My own issue here, I'm still here thinking witch hunt. The joke says, who is voting for the wish? Is it the CDC or the citizen? People still asking this question.
Yeah, so citizens and members of the Congress for Democratic Change, let's be real to our own Liberia. Over the period of time, even when CDC took over in 2018, coming to 2019, some of you were saying, let's audit these people, let's audit these people, let's audit at least even if the last day of Ellen, let's audit the government. Some of you CDC said it. You said it, and it didn't happen. You were frustrated. Some of you even went on air and said, Mr. President, we were supposed to audit these people.
Yes, because he made 63 audits reports.
You understand?
Already, he didn't act on it.
For you Liberians again to come back and say, for the current administration to act on these audit reports is a witch hunt, it means Liberians don't know what they want in this country.
So, Marka, whenever I see Akara's great poll, it throw me up, because when I'm back to Cabinet Channel before we get a line sorting.
Now that he didn't want going ready impeachment bill to carry
Akara's fourth cabinet until he was illegally, with all no due process, he was impeached as one of the associate justice. Those of you who defend the CDC, you know your fourth cabinet case back and forth. Glorious Scott was saying him pick up butt going to the salvage. So if Liberia will make progress, look, millions of dollars government. Look at that GSC report. That GSC report, if you have pressure, it will carry your BP up. See, physical money will all withdrawn from the central bank account.
A lot of things happened. We saw Bernie Samuka being stripped of his senatorial seat.
Of course, yes.
That was what
no one talked to the streets.
Two major things happened on the CDC administration. One, the removal of Justice Janet. And stripping Bernie Samuka of his senatorial seat. These were major issues in this country that if Liberians, and again, let me say something clearly here. It appears like people try to make it look like the reason we praise George Weah, because he conceded defeat earlier, even before the final. Yeah, that was a good tenor of democracy, right? But you should not make it look like George Weah took power freely and gave it to Marka and let the president say, yeah. It is not true. The Liberian people voted, and Joseph Boakai had more than 20,000 votes more than George Weah in the second round. That makes him president. George Weah did not give presidency to Boakai. That is clear.
So I've just been informed that the BBC is analyzing the speech from George Weah on yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, the BBC is looking. Good morning to you, former President George Weah. Whether he could disturb or not, he had been winning a lot of peace accord
Yeah.
If George Weah didn't want peace, you're not going to concede to Joseph Boycott. You have 63 other
It
reports.
was the right thing to do. Only.
Yes,
We should not, it's not a gift. It's not a goodwill. It was the right thing to do.
No, we've seen this in Africa for come on.
So if anybody do that in Africa, I mean that person is not a good person.
So for democracy's sake, George, your speech on yesterday, people are analyzing it all on the social media, on the international wires. Anyway,
people looking at say George, we are to office and give it a back. No, the Liberian people voted.
The conceive in that kind of manner. I mean,
it's the right thing to do. Yes. You do it. It's not a favor you did for the Liberian people. So the Liberian people didn't want you again. They voted back.
Let it stick on that same line, and the respect will still be out there. But to challenge audit, Gachua was appointed by the CDC government. The current GSC boss, not Joseph Boyka, brought into it. Anyway, let's get the lines activated for a few minutes. At least for 5 minutes, we'll bring on our guests.
Yeah, the women line 0770202579, 0770202579, exclusively for females, for women.
Yes.
We want balanced voice on the show.
At the main line, you already know 0777-285-961. Yes, 777-285-961. After George Weah has spoken yesterday, there should have been no other interview.
Absolutely.
Yes, you should have said
it
nothing.
It was disorganized for your leader to speak and you come back to speak. So why else they didn't want to tell the Liberian people? Let's go to the women line and see. Good morning. Good morning. Your name, where you join us from? Okay.
Yeah, this morning I want to make a call to our leaders. Correct. Okay, we heard you yesterday, and we know you to be a peaceful man.
Sure.
We want you to continue the peace, starting and then people to vote if they are free, they will be free. If they are found guilty, let it not be equal. We don't want any chaos.
Okay.
And for the current President Joseph Marka, please, you are now in charge. If anything happens, it is you that will call to be held responsible for everything. Please, let's see with this. The country is divided. And we voted this government on the account of being mature. So please tell your people that they stop throwing gas because tomorrow they are not.
Sure.
We did not vote the government because we love them dearly as our mother and father. Or voted them for teach them. They do not give us the teach we want.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
And most of you are throwing jobs. You are in government. Tomorrow, they'll order you to the same way. 2029, they'll order you. Let's pick another call. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. I got you coming. I'm coming from a district resident. I'm the Secretary General of the District Youth Fund.
Go ahead.
We protected our food reached at a higher level, and we are forced all your constraints to accept the results. And then we address the issue of we are threatening our state. So whatever it is, everywhere we say, if you have to what time, we have a press conference and see if 12 of them is said. So whatever we say, I will try to take more than the party.
Okay. Yes.
To the women line?
Yeah, let's go to the women line.
Good morning.
Once your 1 minute elapsed, we'll let you go.
Morning. Oh, no.
No, who said female?
Females.
Yeah.
0770202579 females.
Zwana, please call the line we're announcing. Your these are our personal numbers here. Yeah, I'm begging you. Yeah, let's try another female line. 777-285-961. That's the line.
Good morning. Morning.
Of our day, a good generation.
Okay.
Marka and O'Neill, I think you guys have said it, as I said yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we said,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow. I'm glad our BBC is working it out, analyzing it. I believe the local build the nation. I think you cannot find a death for somebody that is not yet over the foot.
Mhm.
Far more for them. These are some of the things I'm saying for you.
Okay.
These are some of them we are seeing Marka. You know? So we said in this country, our God is bringing us back to the real man. Never to be the same we did here.
Okay.
Like we must wait for that God for it to be.
Okay.
Position.
All right.
This country is showing you over this trip here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Yes, let's take two
Yeah.
more calls, two from my end, two from your end. Then we'll
Yeah.
go to our guest in the studio. Good morning.
Let me talk about the back on Marka TV. The new issue coming up, this morning from around the Wabo International Airport. Peter Marka, we elected our former president yesterday, and some of us felt very proud to listen to our former state leader speaking yesterday. We don't have the president who says successful deputy, all the power, the prosecuting power, the prosecute corrupt former officials. But further down there, we have only function. Now you have a government interest to prosecute people who are being corrupt. When you say, the weapon now against justice, my mind is yesterday, weapon now is charged against corruption. Weapon now is charged against unconstitutional corruption. Because we are saying the kind of thing, then I don't think that we want to respond to so open up for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to the female line. Good morning. Okay.
Let me tell you, they won't play.
You want to call your name? Okay, go ahead.
I want to say that we are in a plane. No threat upon a nation like this time around. Because we are tired. Imagine when government one BSC will move from one side receiving 8,000. Sagone, yeah? Imagine during the election time, one will do, one. So we are well teaching our country money, charity money can come in the village. So that we will vote, giving people 50,000, 35,000, 16,000. I was standing there, one praying for me, my hand, praying for the money. I'm vexed because I'm working, I can't get money. Where that money coming from? So we are speech is just a joke. Nobody is just a big joke. God is upon this nation.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me pick
Thank
out
you.
my
Thank you so
last caller. This should be the last caller. Now, thank you so much for the call.
I'm really enjoying this, man. The female line thing, I'm really
the female, the spice up to
so,
it.
The listeners get to know that how strong women are,
Of
how
course.
straight they speak to the issue.
Yes.
Men who can be flexing muscle, whole day they beating around the bush. The women are straightforward.
Straightforward. Good morning. This is our last caller. Who's on the line? Good morning.
Thank you, David Cote. Let me thank you for the wise decision to create a special line for the women. I'm enjoying it this morning. Wise women, thank you. But let me say this. No intimidation technique will work here. No way. It will not work. This process will continue. And those of you who have been indicted, my friend, nobody is saying that you are guilty. All you need to do, go to court and exonerate yourself. That's the purpose of this exercise. But I don't want to talk to you because we don't have much time. All I can say to you, this country is too old. 177 years old, people still looking rotten like this. Between the new bridge or Johnson Street Bridge or St. Paul Bridge, come and see it. You will tell me whether this is a city or a country we're living in. And all these things happen because few people looted this country. Not only from the Georgia time, this is something been happening before. Since 1847, a bunch of teams failing from the country, enriching themselves. They got to stop. So no intimidation technique will work here. It will not work. It will not work. The process will go on, and those who are guilty will be punished. Take the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I think we'll link up to our guests.
Yes,
But I mean, to close up, the rule of look, we want to appeal to our media colleagues. The safety of this country depends on us.
Yes.
Yes, on a very serious note. If you incite the public, you saw what happened to Rwanda. The safety of this country belongs to we, the gatekeepers of the society. You saw the media jam-packed the CDC headquarters yesterday. Even the former president was speaking, someone who was still on the light, the noise. So that tells you that all of you have a fan base. You have a larger audience. So we must keep the peace at all costs and let justice prevail. And to the folks on the rescue train, those of you, some of you are in government already. Stop throwing jabs. Stop this, man. Let the justice system do its work. At least one day we'll have the LACC boss with us. Yes, I think we'll have our guest in studio is all set. I'm yet to see him coming through the camera.
Yes, Maya is trying to get him through.
Yeah, so, but we can start it up. Yeah,
yes,
we go for a run
start
top.
with him,
Yeah.
So, Investors Cannon is the chairman of those who call themselves Disenchanted Sedition. He and other group campaigning for the CDC in 2017 brought the government to power. They said they were disenchanted. I don't even know what disenchanted them. But Investor, good morning. It's great to have you this morning. Okay. Yes, how have you been since your party lost the election? Now we have new administration. How are things with you and your team? Are you guys still disenchanted?
We are still doing good, and we are grateful that George Weah is no more president today.
As Tunisians?
Yes, indeed, I'm a sedition, and I'm grateful that George Weah is no more president. We told George Weah in the past that the way you proceed with governance in the Republic of Liberia and manage the CDC will lead to you being a one-time president. We told Moru, we told the Samuel Toure to do who was.
What were some of the steps you saw that made you to have made that or to have made that prediction that he are going to be one-time president? What did you see then?
Marka, don't forget that I told you before on this particular platform that I used to work with the CDC Executive Committee. So I was privileged to information, and there were a lot of things that I saw at the time that the governance structure of our country was not in place, and the way Samuel Toure and the former President George Weah, Nathaniel Falo-Mange, even the former chairperson Mbake Modu were proceeding with the party where there were big division within the party. Since George Weah came to power 2018, yeah, there was no reconciliation in the party. And without unity, the party cannot succeed. We saw the way George Weah got people into government, the way George Weah operated his government with sympathy. We saw a lot of corrupt officials that are stealing that were going on within the government without making decisions. Some of us wrote the former President George Weah communication, and they full follow up. But George Weah did not listen to us. We told him Samuel Toure was a corrupt individual. Samora Woro Kori. Those people today that were indicted, the Nathaniel Mange, those people that were indicted by the US government. And even now, that are being indicted by the Liberian government, those are people that we need. Pinpoint them to George.
So since when you begin disenchanted,
Yeah, so that's exactly where I was.
Yes,
So
I'm here looking at
what were your point of
6 years
disenchantment?
down. Since when?
At what point?
But Marka, I think I told you on the platform that the disenchanted.
So you have to recognize that super person in here, right?
Okay, only Robert, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So that disenchantment, you leave it to the party headquarters.
I told you before on the
They got well called the
platform.
man took the quote off back out. That's how I tell you. Say anyway.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I told you guys before on the platform that the disenchantment came about when the president took power 2018. The way they were distributing power, bringing people who never had understanding of governance, bringing French. President Weah started to appoint his French in government that never had any record in the revolution based on his relationship, appointing girls, young girls who don't even understand anything about governance.
The Liberian qualified.
They are Liberian qualified.
Mhm.
We understand, but they don't have the the knowledge, they don't have the understanding of governance. This is what led to George Weah being 110 president.
Was it the first year, 2017 or 2018, you
No,
start
that's
to recognize?
2017.
2019?
It's 2018 when George Weah took over. When he was inaugurated January 22nd, they started to fund their government in hotel. Guest house start to fund government.
That's where you have professional meetings. Normally you go to a venue. I mean,
So the party should have concern to those things. But at
what?
the end of the day, they let the party leadership and they start to do things because they had problem with certain guys within the party executive committee.
Investors will understand that there are reports that the reason you guys turned yourself as disenchanted seditions were because you were promised job and you did not get job. So those of you who did not get job at the time said, well, you guys were disenchanted. It was not about policy issue.
So I think the person who provided that information to you is wrong. For us, we are qualified. There are a lot of guys within the disenchanted situation who got BSc, master degree. There are some who we know today have PhD.
I mean, let's not were appointed. He resigned his poll.
So,
I mean,
so he resigned. We agree Lester Tenney was appointed and he resigned due to the same incompetence of the government or good performance of the government. Lester resigned. So these are factors. So for one to come out to say because we never had job, we've been managing ourselves from 2005 when we funded the CDC. Some of are not just people who joined the CDC like me. I funded CDC.
So you left the party for good.
I'm about to do so.
Why?
Okay.
I'm going to announce that on the platform today.
Oh,
yes. Okay. So because of those reasons, we got disenchanted. And not just disenchanted, but we were still engaged with the party activities. 2020, we advised the president and that of the former chairman, Mobake Molu, that the CDC were going to lose election based on the performance of George Weah government. Not because that we hate Tomo Fala, we voted against Tomo Fala, or we hated CC Polita, that's why we voted against them. It was a precedent that we tried to set so George Weah can take the rightful power.
In the Maserati election.
Election. It was the decision we made so George Weah could recognize it mistakes and start to go the rightful path. But unfortunately, people said that George Weah pictures were down on the ballot box. And I say it was a big mistake. You even bring George Weah on the ballot box 2020. The long way defeating because we have decided at the time to vote the Tomo Fala out of the CC Polita because we wanted to set precedent. So even if we bring the George Weah today, George Weah will be defeated by even Samakwan who just passed off. That comedian Lalabra movie star.
I mean, you can't go that too low,
I'm
man.
telling you, because when seditious are tired with issues.
Why is it that you look so hurt, man? Your party was in leadership.
Frustrated in the former president George Weah. George Weah wasted our effort. He wasted the effort that we made from 2005 up to 2017 and being president and now manage the country the way we expected him to manage the country and play game with our country and our resources.
You think he did the Liberian people favor by accepting the election results?
No, that's not favor. We voted against George Weah, Marka. Only we voted against George Weah. We elected George Weah 2017. We've been in the vanguard, the struggle for George Weah. We are revolutionary. We did everything. We put our life on the line for George Weah to become president of this country. But unfortunately, we made George Weah president. George Weah told all that, indeed, you people don't even know the kind of person I am, and you're making me president. I will play with you. I will enrich myself. I will make sure my friend will get rich. And then look at the masses, the grassroots, people who struggle and believe in you, George Weah, because you ate for real and you ate dry rest like all you went many days with hunger. We put our trust because we know that you feel the same thing that we.
What was the major role in the CDC? I'm yet thinking maybe someone will say you're not recognizing the party. I mean, you just saying.
I serve as the official spokesperson for District Number 1, Maserati County, and besides that, I have worked with the CDC media team as a director for television, and then I worked with the executive committee from 2018 to 2020 before my resignation for the voluntary job that I was doing. So
your immediate boss, I guess, was the Secretary General, probably who took this complaint.
No, but the Secretary General was not my immediate boss. My immediate boss was the national chairperson.
Okay, Molu.
Yeah, Mombake Molu was.
You communicated with him.
Yeah, in fact, the national chairperson was one person who even created a lot of problems for most disenchanted citizens. He never wanted to be true to people. There was friction between he and the president with that of Mangay.
Maba Molu.
But all the time, he would tell people, be patient. my man, this the party thing will change, the president will reconcile with you guys. And when you want to speak out the truth to the party, then they take you to be the enemy. But for some of us who were not educated by them, our parents sold Bella Boy and Pepper, Monkey Nut from Kingsway number 7. We went to school and learned. So we were not used by them. We were brave to them. We stood up to them and told them that wrongdoing. And because of that, today, they are no more in governance.
Investors, before you come out to make your official statement of resignation from the CDC, we're seeing the current administration acting on some audit reports, including the incarceration of some former officials. Yesterday, the former president had a major press conference terming that as weaponizing the judiciary against his government officials and in fact trying to break down his party, and that they will resist any such action. What do you make of your party leaders' comments?
So, firstly, Marka, I want to say I'm highly disappointed in the former president, George Weah. George Weah just proved yesterday that indeed he don't have the country at heart. He make us believe that he really loves Liberia. But based on his statement yesterday, he proved his ignorance to our governing system. George Weah on January 22nd, George Weah told us when he was being inaugurated, he said that he was going to fight corruption. He said you were going to put end to corruption. You are going to make sure that the
public resources don't end up in government officials' pockets.
Resources don't end up in government official pocket. He said he was going to be, and besides his inaugural speech, George Weah took off from 2005. This is one of the reasons why I took as an individual to vote.
In general, he got the vote because it's 10 against corruption. He was going to fight against corruption. So Liberians voted him overwhelmingly.
Yeah, Liberians voted him based on those reasons.
Well, you moved yesterday from the speech on yesterday.
I was disappointed. That's why I just said, I was disappointed to hear President Weah saying, you know what I believe? President Weah don't rehearse those notes when people gave him. I believe if George Weah were going to read that note and understand what the place, even what he read yesterday, he wouldn't have gone that direction. Because that just ruled into his international integrity. You claims to be a peacemaker. He was boasting yesterday that he maintained peace. Who told you, George, we are the one been maintaining peace in the country? Liberia in general have been maintaining the peace. You have that fair war, George. You were playing football when we were in the country in 1990. When we were in the country 1991, 1992, up to 2001, 2002, 2003, that World War I, World War II, World War III. You were not in the country. You run away because Chancellor just threatened you, so you have that fair war. So you would want to threaten our peace? What wrong with you, former President George Weah? You think we are novice? You think we're stupid? We are not stupid. There's the reason why we stood up to you and voted. I have voted for the current president Joseph Marka today.
So are you stating here that you voted against CDC in 2023?
No, but George Weah, no. I WhatsApp George Weah. I told him that based on his incompetence, I was going to vote against him.
You WhatsApp the former
president? I WhatsApp him, and I WhatsApp the former Vice President Joel. I said because of George Weah being on the party ticket, and I understand he lacked government understanding.
He's going to be on the ballot box in 2029.
So look, let me tell you something. George Weah is joking. But thank God someone is making a decision. We reach to a point where we no longer be associated with them. In fact, the CDC, for what I understand, because I in a lot of that chat room, and I talked to a lot of officials currently from the.
They will remove you this morning.
They don't even know how to move me, Marka. Don't even mind them. I will remove in that chat room until all of them can pass up, until God call me. Nobody can remove me from any of those chat rooms because I said I wanted the administrator for that chat room, so you can't just get me out from there. So let me say this to you. Let the Barker administration not waste the time beyond the George Weah. 2029, let the president prepare the table for Jeremiah Parkum for 2029. George Weah is not going to contest on the CDC ticket, even if they decide for him to contest.
Forget the Unity Party planning. I'm yet thinking about with your heart and soul in the Congress for democratic change. Mobile model we saw as one of the have said goodbye to the party. Probably things could piss up.
So this is George Weah. This is one of the factors that led to Molu departure from the party. You think Molu really wanted to leave the CDC? The CDC is in the CDC.
He benefited from the party. Molu benefited heart and soul in there. He benefited 100% from the party. That's why he formed his own organization called STAN. It's because of the CDC.
I will tell you those things happen because of reason. Molu never wanted to leave the party. I can tell you.
That's by
September 23.
benefiting from the party.
Yeah, that's not benefiting from the party. But because of the rivalry between he and the former president George Weah, and because of those reasons, Molu have to take another alternative to form civil society organization. You think Molu is a civil society actor? Look at the recent reaction of the former CDC chairperson Molu towards the orator's speech on July 26th. A civil society organization are not people who speak quickly. Model, don't take your revolutionary reaction to civil society. You are a revolutionary. You are a politician. Remain as a politician, not a civil society actor. He went respond to the woman. What did that lady say wrong for you to respond to her composition? You think that politics, civil society organization, which one of the civil society organization will never rival a Marka David that had responded to that orator speech? This lady was just on path. But because Molu believed in politics, he and his comrades speaking for fun, everything they want to the bomb. You cannot speak to issue like that in the capacity of
You
a
think
civil society.
you think the current administration is witch hunting officials of the Georgia administration
No,
by
no. I'm saying on this platform, I want to be on record. His Excellency President Joseph Nima Bwaka is doing what it takes for a good leader to do. And I want to say bravo to the President of the Republic of Liberia for making sure that those corrupt officials be indicted. I said on this platform, Marka, you remember, I said Samuel Eto'o was a high-profile corrupt government official. But last time appearing on your platform that day, and you have problem, you got proof, and I told you that Samuel Eto'o will be indicted. He will be sanctioned by the U.S. government. I said this thing on the same True Breakfast show that morning. And you have problem with that. You say, oh, you don't have proof.
You're going to be expelled. As soon as you end, you're going to be expelled from the party.
If the CDC wanted to expel me, they have expelled me a long time, but I understand the bylaw and constitution even more than the standard bearer of the party. So
you must be killing.
How you say you know the laws of the party?
CDC of George react.
Just in the picture, but intellectually, academically, he don't understand anything within the bylaw and constitution. Because if he does, he was never going to go against the party structure.
If you leave the party, you're gonna miss CDC. You're gonna miss all those years, the unforgettable years you had campaigning back and forth for your party.
Yes, even as I speak now, I continue to even make friends within the CDC because I no longer associate myself with them because the way they continue to portray themselves within the country. So I decided to stay away from them. So I made friends within the CDC. Some of them call me, why you don't come around this? I said, because I don't believe in the ideology of George Weah again.
When you joined the CDC, in fact?
I didn't join CDC. I funded the CDC.
How you funded the CDC? I'll call George Calando for you.
So you call George Calando.
If you tell me you funded the CDC, I will call Calando. Calando was in the making of the CDC.
Yeah, Calando was one of the presidents I even voted for 2005. The first candidate in district number 10. I live close to Calando. Calando know me very well. Probably you don't know me by name.
So you funded this. You're funded member of the CDC.
I'm a funded member of the CDC, but not everyone who funded the CDC names were on the document, on the bylaw and constitution. But I'm a funding member of the CDC.
The president, the former president know you well.
The former president know me well.
Very well. He know you by name.
The name Investor Canada is now a strange name within the CDC. It's a household name. Do you know that the name Investor Canada is the one that brought the CDC down from the presidency? I have campaigned against the CDC since 2019. I told them, I said the CDC will be defeated with bloody nose. George Weah will be defeated when you bring him to the ballot box. The only thing I didn't do to resign from the CDC because I believe in institution. I believe in fighting within the institution to make the institution better. But George Weah said, no, you have to leave. Based on his attitude. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people decide to leave the party. And Marka, don't forget, I will not be the only person that will come on this platform and discuss the resignation of them from the party or my resignation. There will be a lot of officials from the CDC that will be coming on this platform to tell you that indeed they are resigning from the CDC because they don't believe in the leadership of George Weah. They understand that George Weah is novice to politics, novice to governance. Because of that reason, they are going to be resigning from the party.
What do you prefer if the former presidents have not going to contest on the ballot box? We have a rating. There's something that you found there calling to you to say goodbye to is something very high.
So, except that is done maybe within the next 15 or 20 seconds, because I don't think when I leave this platform, I will be called a sedition anymore.
Mm.
If that is what you
Where are you heading?
So tell us now exactly your decision about the CDC. Tell us.
so I want to use the platform. I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to use the True FN platform to send in my resignation to the Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC. Uh, I want to say to all my friends and family members who are still in the CDC
Mm-hmm.
and the current acting chairperson, Jangako, today, the 1st of August, I want to state clearly that I have nothing to do with the CDC. I'm turning in my resignation today officially. I, Investor Sam Canning, the former official spokesperson of District Number 1, Mosurado County, and the man who worked with the CDC Executive Committee from 2018 to 2020, voluntarily and resigned. I want to say I have resigned today officially from the CDC and no longer a sedition. And my resignation was prompted by the recent statement of the former President George Weah that made me to believe that George Weah no longer have the country at heart, and George Weah don't have dream and vision for this country. George Weah had proven yesterday to we, the Liberians and seditions, that he have no understanding of governance. He is indeed a novice to governance and politics
You
in
resign, you
Liberia.
resign. Forget about the posted
Because of
letter. You
that,
got the text message you are receiving,
because
Connect.
of
You
that,
resign, you resign. Forget about
because
it.
of that, George
Uh-huh.
Weah
Uh-huh.
have caused us to resign officially from the party. And I want to say thanks to all my friends who have been good friends to me. All those years I was disenchanted and we fought together. I have resigned officially as a partisan
Mm-hmm.
and chairman of the Disenchanted Sedition. Thank you
What
very much.
Next
where
move.
is your,
Yeah,
where's your
next
next
move.
political
Yeah,
home?
next move.
So, Marka, I think you know
Can I make
me.
series of prediction for you?
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome with them.
The ruling United Party, they already in government, is no exception. But they will not look your way. Maybe you could start with them. Go to the LPP. You have the Liberty Party.
Mm-hmm.
You have ANC coming to still looking. This Liberian could make the decision for you. Still have the age in 2029.
The African Liberation League.
Yeah, Sarah Bessolo, Yanti, Shep Kuyate. There are several political parties, man.
Let's hear you. Where are you going?
That's a good one. All the recommendations are good recommendation. You said the Unity Party is already in the governing space. They don't need me. No, no, no. That's
I
not
mean,
true.
hold on, Karen. Sorry. Naomi, we appreciate to disagree in a very good point. If you insult on this minor, we just block you from our page. Yes. You see, this is not good for us, right?
I
You
think we need to
can,
delete that comment.
yeah, we'll delete. We'll just give you another try. You can disagree, but to insult, no, don't do it. Yes, go ahead, Karen.
Like I said to you, the Unity Party. Actually, I joined the Unity Party before the 2023 election. There were a lot of officials who confronted me to leave the CDC to join the Unity Party. But I don't believe in political prostitution. That's the reason why I didn't join at the time. And I never wanted to run away from what I was facing within the CDC. I wanted to remain within the CDC and kick George Weah out of the presidency. So because of that, I remained there. So I could join any other political party, but Maka, you know that I'm a political activist, and I will remain as a political activist for now and look for a suitable political party to join and be able to foster my ideas that will bring change to Liberia. For now, I remain a political activist until.
Okay, investors, Kenneth there, former member of the former ruling CC, he just announced his resignation officially from the CDC. If you are following us, this is the Truth Breakfast show here on Truth 96.1 FM. You've listened to Investors Kenneth for the past nearly 30 minutes. Yes, we will take calls from the public.
Let's take calls now. Let's take calls now.
Investors, all you have said, sit back and listen to the public reaction to your appearance and interview this morning.
Yes, great.
So women call on 0770202579. I said women exclusively. 0770202579. Women exclusively.
Gentlemen, 285-961 777-285-961. So let's pick the guys up and just relax. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Albert Dawson, and I'm calling Sokile. I'll say bravo to the brother who have resigned for the CDC this morning, because yesterday President William made us understand that he is the enemy of the state. I'm clear with my words. President William, he said he initiated, he strengthened the LCC to fight corruption. And if the LCC is not working to fight corruption, why are you going to waste on? Someone told him that he went to the family keke and kind of new better to in the economy outside the banking sector. He did not smell corruption. When he did today, he got a waste on. When we remove the camera, painfully. Crucify him. And he won the airport code and say, read the airport, say you are right, they should really step in. And he dealt down the ruling for airport code. At that time.
Okay. Yes, great. You have a female call. Yes, thank you. Let's do a minute, please. Let's stick to a minute per call. And
okay, please call 0770202579.
Yes, and now the female.
Yes, 0770202579 is the number for the females.
Okay.
Yeah, please call. We love how you can speak to the issue straightly. Let me take
you have a female call.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Good morning. This is what's her name? Where you call from? Okay. Okay, thank you. This one. Good morning.
This is Louis Howard from New Georgia.
Okay.
The women will powerful today.
Mm-hmm.
For us to have a son to born watch I have.
Mm-hmm.
For the watch to come an island to say you don't know what to do. What that speech she gave, that speech there. Maybe that speech he want for you to get interesting. They say what you want to be talking about all internet what you talking about you want to talk to. Maybe you're looking for interesting because there's no two presidents in one country. So you have to be careful what you're doing. Yeah, nobody fool that nobody fool that reacting like it's like yeah he behaves how he can ever behave. So today in the fact the government Joseph Boakai, he was sleeping, he now wake up. He will do all the more usual. What the one thing that Joseph Boakai will do, and the country will come the best country again.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to the middle line.
I love how the women are participating.
Yes, I like it.
I know you have really been willing to participate.
Yeah, so for the very first time, our personal lines, is resting.
Yeah.
0777-285-961. He has said goodbye to the CDC, joining Mobile Molu and others. Good morning. Morning. Okay, so I'll flip up to the next one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead. 1 minute.
My name is Victor Faggy Jr. And I feel the position in my state most of the country. No, my brother, I get in the 2017. And you just don't know. According to the pressure of Nigeria, don't listen to all the noise in the market. If you get prosecute good. But that's a waste of that for a little bit of president. Just prosecute. Look, instead of waiting for 15 years to take a game of corruption in the country, I'll be so happy until you want to come in here. Thank you.
Okay. Let me take.
Go to the female.
The female line.
If I take two for the female, one for the male.
Good morning.
The whole month of August.
Morning. Where you join us from?
I'm Grace, Tolo calling from Tinker Village.
Okay.
I just want to sing a short song.
Mm.
I got so many reasons to give you praise, oh God. You are good. I got so many reasons to give you praise, oh God. You are good. You know, we've been dusty. I will tell you, brother, in the night time, oh, kind of day, we pray to God for justice for our country. Well, we see how the country will have something will go out there. We see people going through a lot of things. So I want to give God a glory for what He continues to do, for the kind of justice that is about to take place in our country. At least our people will be free. For all the corruption and things, all the people that they just go in power and just loot our money and just fear anything they can do in our country. For I thank God, thank you so much. So, brother, you take a right decision. Thank
Okay.
you. I stop.
Thank you. So before we
Thank
continue
you.
up the call, let me just break the news. WIAC Liberia will officially release the results on August 5.
Okay.
Those of you who have sat the WIAC exam, the results will be released beginning the 5th of August.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me go back to the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Kadiato calling from Europe.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh God, we thank you guys for giving us this number, especially because nobody has a battle honor.
Oh,
Welcome to the Disenchantment Association. We are with you. The motherhood and sisterhood, we are supporting you. There was sent from all left on our party because we saw the frustration from the beginning. So you welcome. And you see, they are down for already in Ghana. So that when they finish, that's why we are just forget for Tony now. Because they might be already carrying it.
thank
We
you.
didn't want to tell for John, we are back then. But now we're not doing that. So if they want to fight out, they on that. If by the
Okay.
grace of God, they will never make it.
Oh,
In God.
Okay.
oh, yeah, I say amen to your prayer. Because that we all pray.
No, we're just doing our journalistic part.
Yes.
And another breaking news. IB Bank up for sale.
I'll be back.
IB Bank, the International Bank Liberia Limited, is up for sale.
Okay.
Yes, any Liberian people who have money can
Go
buy
buy
IB,
the bank.
can go buy IB Bank.
Good
Yes.
morning, female line. Good morning.
Good morning again. I'm General calling this morning.
Okay.
I want to say to your still guest, may the grace of God rest upon him. For that decision that he ever made in his life, that was a good decision. When you make a good decision, you have a good life.
Okay.
But we want to tell him we are again. Just like what I was saying, because we were running and voting for Marka, we told him we wanted justice in this nation.
Okay.
So, justice has begun.
Okay.
No way that anybody can cross into the him. That's why we are giving him his speech. Is this enchanted speech or whatever speech that he got to give? Let him give it. It's just a flow show. He wouldn't think to be to that court to answer the questions because we are tired.
Oh, are you putting Mobile Molu?
Mama, here party. You are not in government. You are here party.
Samuel 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's thank you. Let's go to our meal.
Yes, thank you so much.
God took women out of our rapes. Right, Adams was into a very deep sleep, and yeah, he took the rapes and made meal the female. So let's go back to our guys. Yes. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning, Ozo.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Joseph. We follow you from Power Edition with now.
Okay.
Yeah, let me recommend a better institute for the resignation. We knew most of our parents would not stay over to come back or to find a studio party of photo. But as you said, I'm like a Swiss here up at studio. When I use former person, we are President Joseph Marka during the election. So all we are telling yesterday is to go and appreciate the always in the country. Anything contrary from that, you get like it from it. That's how you are on this. Yesterday, we are supposed to play, we not expected to speak that kind of manner. So that's president we are, former president we are. I think I take from it. It's real self. And this two and that's kind of thing is so any communication thing that I make like in the country animal.
Okay.
So everyone who work
Okay.
every day. Thank you.
Okay.
Women, they have to be balanced. There's no one say that women are not balanced.
Yeah, so let me take the final
Yeah,
call
yes.
from the people.
Let's go
Good
ahead.
morning. Yes, your name? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you people created a seminar for us.
Okay.
Because morning I was really struggling to call the show.
All right.
Yeah, for the way. So my brother is video. Well, for your sound of your voice, what I just listened to just that is total hate.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wasn't able to get a job in the CBC,
Mm-hmm.
that when he decided to be this enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that for the start that George Weah, the excellent or honorable, he never had the leadership ability. But you guys voted him into power because you wanted to lose the country. When it was so bad, they gave you job and you felt this enchanted. So thank you for resigning for the party. I already think the issue there. And secondly, like you said yesterday or Ole, that George Weah or speech would determine his vote in 2029. Well, I didn't listen to the speech for what people were saying. I think that he will not get our vote in 2029. Thank you very much. And you people can continue the show.
Okay, thank you for your
As a
participation.
Mendel, we'll continue on the show. Yeah, so I've just got informed. The folks from Echo Bank will not be coming through this morning. So let's push up until at least.
So we can take more calls.
Yeah,
right?
let's take more calls up.
Yes,
This guy resignation thing.
Let me go to the female line.
Yes,
again.
yes.
Good morning.
Morning, Marka.
Morning.
I'm Miss Vivian Thomas.
Calling from where?
So I love your voice so much.
Thank you.
Marka, you must love from you.
Okay. Thank you.
When people I'm not getting it, we didn't get you.
I said my name is Vivian Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Only you, my mentor, I love your voice so much.
Okay. Thank you.
And then if I don't follow your show, it's like a burden on me. I'm so glad y'all created this love for females.
Yes.
And Marka, you my blood.
Okay.
Now, where is you? You have taken a right decision. Because for me, I told myself the step of the full hour.
Okay.
And you need to find a target to do because I'm already made up my mind. I will do it party now.
Okay.
So I welcome you on board. Even though you want to be a panelist, please make a decision and make a turn around to come back. You make a good decision for us. So I welcome you wholeheartedly and let us strengthen you in your decision. Do me fair. Anything you say, let me say. But your focus should be what you want to do. And I thank God for this everything. Just show if I don't let you go in the morning. It's like
Yes. Okay. Like slip off. Yes. Okay. I think you landed on your thought. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, let's continue taking more calls, and investor kind of will come in later. After about this line is exclusively for female.
So I just received a text for WAG Liberia Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that bottle, please, we'll put you on at 9:30. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the breaking news will say the result going to.
All right. Yeah.
So 9:30 will play you by mobile phone, okay, Doc?
Okay. Yeah,
Yes, the WAG Boss. So 9:30, okay?
Yeah. 9:30 we'll have their bottle. So let's take another female. Good morning.
yeah, good morning, my name is Sarah Bonnie from Bosco.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to thank you guys so much. And I also want to thank you in studio. You know the truth will reveal. It's a lesson to all leaders. Joseph Baga, to my message to you. You should make the media to be your best friend. Because these are journalists that sit with us, they eat with us, they work with us, and they know the ordinary Liberian mind and their heart. What we are going through as a patriotic Liberian. So I urge teach you. Every morning you listen to True FM or any other radio station, you know that it is for the Liberian people in this country.
Not for the not for the United Party, but Liberian people.
Liberian people, I like that
Yeah,
statement.
not United Party. Thank you.
Listen and be and work with them so that you can work in the interest of the Liberian people. Because if you don't listen to radio and know the thing of the ordinary people, you want to do your own thing. You are just president for a few months until you can complete the 6th year before we know that you are president. And don't just touch and leave it. You are working for Liberian people.
So
complete what you are doing. So if you listen to people opposition, what they are saying, you will deviate from what you are doing. We will impeach you for their country. So continue and complete what you are doing.
Okay.
man.
That's powerful.
Great.
We told you that Liberian women are powerful.
Let's
Let's see the difference.
Let's go to the middle
Yeah,
line.
let's go to the middle line.
And you receive a serious attack. Derek Cote is asking, why is it only you answering the female line?
Tomorrow we'll swap it when you take the female phone. What a problem.
Yeah, so the male line is 0777
Listen to what English now. My late mother was a female.
Okay. Yes, hold on. Yes, the mail line. Please don't call my personal number. All right, call 777-285-961. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Osama. And let me say good morning to Ambassador Marka. Once again, the name is Joe coming from local market as we are running Rabo International Airport. Let me appreciate the serious guest, Mr. Kane, for his splendid deliberation. You see, for Rachel, a conscious manner, people will take such a decision to do within a party and reject some of the decision coming from the party. So, Mr. Kane, I want to welcome the decision. I appreciate your decision, and let me say we are
So all of you are move on the part together. That is anyway. Good morning.
morning. Good news.
Morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Marka. This is Emmanuel Tusia. I joined this conversation this morning on District 6. Are you getting me?
Go ahead.
Very loud and clear.
We can just go straight to the point, but the men PT around the bush, introducing.
I
love women, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, no amount of tactics, as far as Marka we play with True us and I'm listening to True. And we're still listening to True and we're still participating.
Forget it, man. That man talk.
I follow the ex-president, Buya yesterday, his address to the nation. And his address to the nation has given more momentum, to other permanent government officials and other government propagandists. Instead of them discussing the achievement in 6 months, they are discussing it, so much, and then they make it tend to be they started making projections come 2029. I think we should not be worrying about 2029 now, but we should be looking at the issues and that have been talked about. Is it what is causing or 2029 job we are coming back with determine whether the other party will do well. If the Liberian people feel that Waka is being and they living cooler, there will be no need for them to we are back. So that's one. There were a lot of things and the former president said yesterday. It is unaccurate that you cannot argue, especially when you are having conversation about the geopolitical activities of our country without you here. You talk about just going join the government and not issuing the policy you want in that, and then just go about just arresting people only because these guys are connected to CDC. You're taking people, permanent Liberians, from other agencies, only because they are citizens. They will listen to people celebrating it now.
Okay. Okay, so I think
taking all our time.
Right.
To learn your word. Thank you. You done your best. Let me take this female call.
Yes, so good.
Yes, this is the female line. Good morning.
Mr. Dabodo, please be on the line. We're coming at you.
Marka,
Morning.
Yes, thank you to the video guest this morning. Rebecca, you again. I'm now calling you from CSA Junction.
Okay.
Okay. Our brother in studio, thank you. You know, as a new recommender to you, I will recommend also what you said. You can become an analyst for Liberia. Even if you are not to be part of any political party that some of us are, we are not in any party, but we know what is good for us. My brother, thank you for keeping the courage, and you will not run away when things were falling, you started pledging it. And then it went out of hand, you pledged it. And today, finally, you are sending your resignation. You God be with you, and I pray that you will send to be that analyst to judge for tomorrow. And for you and Marka, let me tell you, as a son letter says, anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. The good thing, someone President we are in his positions of government state, the reward is already on him. Just start shaking. You will not start shaking. Nothing happened yet. In fact, Nigeria is still the same. We need more to come. Everything you do for Liberia, really in your home, mama and papa, children, you see so much. Mama see me, papa see me. Your reward is awaiting you. Thank you so much.
Yes, I like that ending statement. Your
Yes.
reward is awaiting you no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Whether in the private sector, in the church, in the home, in the schools, your reward is waiting for you. Let me take the final female call.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me take the final female call. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is the Senate for.
What's the name?
Come, let's go. Yes, on board. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go.
I want to tell you, former president that just is not a time to respect the devil. When you get a dinner done every year, and the first one that will really take it any money, they say no. So now, this is your brother devil, you can't be just so not ready for money. And they say it for yourself. So you go to devil to come and say, not ready for yourself, and nobody else supposed to see your money. No devil something will agree to do that. That's taking the money for the show.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so let's go to the middle line and take two more, then we'll go back to our
then we'll go back
guests.
to the guests.
Yeah, that bottle, please hold on. Hundreds of thousands of students across the country want to confirm whether the result that is running on the social media will be released on the 5th of August when it's confirmed. So that bottle we appreciate. Just 5 minutes. Good morning, quickly, morning.
O'Neill, this is Northern Local, a call from Isabella. Thank you very much for the show. Yesterday, President Ria stated the reason why I'm not supporting him in this country. I was very disappointed to hear President Ria to say that they will resist anybody arresting Samuel Clark. They say that they will resist people arresting Samuel Clark. We will resist them when they get on the street. We are going to get on the street.
No.
We got on the court. We'll put on the. We're not going to. When the people get ready to catch Samuel Clark, we just surveil. We will catch Samuel Clark. If any store that's going to money, they ate it with software. We get to pay our teacher our school. We are dying from job, but they have say why they arresting it, and now you know everyone. Help me move on here, man.
Thank you,
Belton. Yes. I love how you struggle to get through the line. The country, say the country. The number we announce is the number you call. Yeah, we'll use it. Yes, let's go and pick our last caller going through this morning. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, go ahead.
Okay, I'm the from that Young community.
You sound
You're
very low.
sounding too low. What's happening?
Hello.
No.
Yes, go ahead. Let's see.
Yeah, let's give him one more try. Go ahead.
Hello.
I feel we're fast tracking now.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's flip on to the next person. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. And let me say good morning to your co-host. This is Josh Christopher Wula II, and I'm from on 52 Market Sunday.
Okay.
O'Neill and Marka, let me inform your studio guests that the CDC has never run out of supporters. And why it's true that you have a democratic right to leave any political party of the church, we welcome that. But we will not allow him using insulting words on our president and parents to come to now.
George, the man you sorted. No, don't do this to us. No, that's not true. Don't do this. We can. George is our former president. What must we disrespect our former president? You don't love George. We have more than us. We do. No, man. Yes, I mean, I'll let you go.
Yes.
Yes, let's listen up to you. Listen 2 minutes. Yes,
Yes.
let's do 2 minutes quickly.
Okay, thank you very much again. I listened to my comrade Emmanuel. Emmanuel said that the government is doing selective justice like President we said. So like he just following the former president trend. Look, let me say this to you guys, Odnell and Marka. I think it is the best thing that the president is doing for the Liberian people. Let the president go after every corrupt government official under the George Weah administration. George had the opportunity to do so. He refused. Like you said, there were 164 other reports.
63 audits for the record
Yes,
sake.
63.
Yes,
Yes, 63 other reports
mm-hmm.
for the former president to act on. He refused. He went into agreement with the former President Eli Johnson Sirleaf to protect them. Rejected all those things. If I start giving money to the former president charity foundation from our national government, can you imagine those things? He sat down without making any decision. Today, the current president, His Excellency Joseph Marka, want to open new page, want to bring relief to the Liberian people. Then you, President George, we are telling us that this government is witch hunting people. Do you understand the word witch hunt? When it comes to corruption, people talk about economic sabotage. Then you there telling people that the government is witch hunting. Mr. President, His Excellency Joseph Marka, this is one of the reasons I decided to vote for you. I put my trust in you, and I believe that you could do things like this, and you have made me so proud. But that is not the end; it's just the starting. There are Nathaniel Falomage, Bill Trari. These are indictees. The American government is also aware of them. You need to go for them. They are criminal record. I hope that the GSC report will mention those guys in the future, and we will go for them. We will arrest them. Let the president of the country not take the threat of George Weah lightly. Let the security apparatus be aware that those guys, I came from the CDC, I know what I'm saying. Those guys mean what they want to do in this country. And we suffer crisis in the country. We know what happened. So let the president not take the threat lightly.
Okay.
Let the act upon this. And Mr. President, Your Excellency Joseph Boaka, I went to see the Nathaniel Falomage and Bill Trari in court. This is what you promised us. Those guys are corrupt. There is no secret. We all know that. We were in the CDC before. We know what we saw there. We know what they did there. We count on you.
Okay.
And I want to say thank you for this True FM family for affording me the time to put in my resignation and express myself to the Liberian people. And I want to say thanks to all the callers who called and appreciated me. And even those who said things of their will, I want to say thank you for listening to True FM.
Okay.
That is the beauty of democracy. Thank you very much for the platform.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Investor Cannon.
Yes, Investor kind of goodbye to the Congress for Democratic Change. Let's hope you'll be like Majabate. Who the kid one cow hill, he came back, he ate the cow, he jumped by the CDC. Mark is on record for that, right? Yes.
Yeah.
CDC started a big cow here. Mark Jabate was back to the CDC. Let's go. Yes, but Mark, I think we have in studio that bottle by mobile, the head of WIAC. Let's release this information quickly. Yes. I can bring him on. We have WIAC Liberia, hundreds, if possible, millions of students across the country start WIAC within a month. Was it April, May? Yeah. So the head of WIAC Liberia is live at mobile phone this morning. Good morning to you, that bottle. Welcome to the Truth Breakfast. Good morning.
Good morning, Ogi. Good morning, Michael. Let me also say good morning to your listening audience, including those who are your standard listeners.
Okay. Great. So, as head of WIAC Liberia, where are we so far with the WIAC result? Is it going to be released on the 5th of August? Students are all in queue waiting up for graduation ceremony.
No, the results are not going to be released on the 5th of August. According to the timetable given to us by our headquarters, the 5th of August will still be the one we call subject award. Subject award is going to start on the 5th of August and it's going to run up to the 10th. On the 5th of August to the 10th of August, we will do the subject award. And after the subject award, we will now come back to our program this and input the product points be determined at those meetings. And after we will be about 2 whole days again to quality control the results before we can release them to the public. So my first step is that between the 15th and 20th of August, the results will be released and they'll be open for it.
You want to repeat yourself? You said between the what?
The 15th
The 15th of August.
of August.
What's the total database of number of students who sat WAEC this year from the high school down to the junior high and elementary levels? You cannot do the breakdown.
Okay, so quickly, I know at the level of the senior high, we have what's it? At the level of the senior high, we have, let me just see quickly, let me see what's that. At the level of the senior high, we have 50,210 candidates from 975 senior high school. At the junior high level, we have 46,395 candidates from 2,048 junior high schools. For the sixth graders, we have 42,432 candidates from 2,702 schools. And for the third graders, we have 28,866 candidates from 2,089 schools.
Okay, great. So I mean, finally, before I take leave of you now, the news what we see on the social media that WAC is releasing on August 5 is far from being true instead of the 15th of August.
Certainly, it's far from being true. And I'm not just setting of the 15th. That's why I'm saying between the 15th and 20th of August. So
Yeah, because that depends on schools having graduation. Now, if you're not certain of 15, there are a lot of schools. The MOE says, well, students have to wait for WAC result before going over the commencement exercises.
okay, so the reason for which I don't want to be definite about the 15th is during the quality control process, there will be issues that could pop up. And once the issues come up, we have to resolve them before we release the result.
But Mr. Bota, are there problems? Do you find problem paying those who are marking the paper? Do you have a problem? Still waiting on this one result. Are there problems? Or maybe you don't want to say.
The examiners have completed so where we are now, we're just capturing the schools. And once we complete the capturing of the schools that are indicated already, our headquarters has set August 12 to August 10 for the grade award meetings. So we have a series of meetings from August 12 to August 10 to determine what to be the grade factors. So once we complete those meetings, and those meetings will be beginning next week. Okay. So once we complete the process, once Saturday we should be August 10, then the next thing is now to put in those grade batches and then do the final processing. After the final processing, the quality control. After quality controlling the results, then we release them to the public.
Okay. So those who will successfully pass, those who will fail, you have a resetter for this year, or you cannot speak on that. Are there plans to have resetters? I mean, those who along the way have failed WAEC and want to sit for the resetters, are there plans, or you have a prior date already set to announce?
Yes. The resetter exam, we actually begin in Liberia from the 22nd of November. In other countries, they will start a bit earlier, but for Liberia, we are going to start from the 22nd of November until the 15th of December. So what we intend to do is to start the registration for that exam from the beginning of September to maybe the 20th of November.
Okay, that's registration. How do you do it? They have to go to WAEC or go to the school to register for the resetter?
No. They use no style mobile money to purchase their virtual things, and then they just go online and send in the input. Then you add another dimension, another layer to the registration this year. So this year we are going to capture the economists will be coming in for the research that's going to capture the power market. So they have to go to parties or places where they have the machines and they will capture on the power market. So you take time to come and enlighten the public about the process this year, and maybe treat of them is going to be United States and when they do so, enlighten the public.
Okay, so let me use those opportunities. Since you still with us on air, the challenges you facing administering this year, why has them across the country? You care to outline one or two quickly?
We're saying numbers. We're saying numbers. First, among them is that we will not use the objective answer sheet for the candidates who start the exam this year, except for the smaller ones, the third graders. So the no use of objective answer sheet actually poses a serious challenge for us as one. The second one is the proliferation of examination content on the social media. That was a serious challenge for us. This year, the new was a problem for us. So it's going to be asking for those two. We have to remember that I thought I actually highlight school quickly, and maybe about how the time, I will come and sit on the platform so we can elaborate on them more.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for picking up this morning, and we look forward. Probably we're gonna have a higher mark of pass. Those who will be successful passing, or you failure. I don't know what prediction. Probably until we wait for the results to come up.
Yes, I can already speak to that now. But as a professional educator, I'm hopeful that most of the candidates will be successful on the SM. However, we are going to release the result and the result will reflect the reality. And but I'm hopeful that we have a good number of the candidates passing. But if they did not perform, well, we cannot perform actually on behalf of them.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for coming through this morning. Voice of Wyatt Liberia Boss that bottle. So what is trending on the social media that results will be released on the 5th of August. Well, why I say we should look up to the 15th of August for the full release of this year's YA result. And those of you who are in line for the researchers will be done. Registration will start in September, and you'll sit for the text between November and that from December. 92641, the heart and soul of let me just get a little bit of musical break, man. Let's get some brief in, brief out. And I'll talk what is happening with this guy, whether it's true or not. Yes, I had a phone call with him on yesterday. Yes, Richard, you gotta help me with this one. Yes, so I placed in a call to this Liberian artist so far. He is the biggest Liberian artist so far. I had a phone conversation, a video call with him on yesterday. This is Jazino. Yes, let me get a brief out a little bit. This is the TBS 92641, the heart and soul of Liberia. A lot of news circulating, whether he fake is accident news or not. But hold on, I be ready to tell you the real thing behind this. Let's go back after this break.
Vibes on vibes, pretty mama, you just my type. Your body makes my head to scatter. But you know you are kuna montata. Don't be late, only to sleep in my place. I love it when you pull me water. Loving your smile more than Lisa. Don't break my heart, baby. Don't tell me not to feel. And when you look in my eyes and see your body inside of me, put up your dress, baby. My shine from you. I beg you want it right for me. I'm best when you sit back to me. To me in the mood, my baby. I want to use my stress. And you want to do my baby. Yeah. And when you put me in the mood, my baby. My stress. Tell me what to do. Feel like I'm haunting, but I can't wait to say hello. And I'm phone and ring, just hello. Now my heart only got hello. Tell me what's up, baby. Please nothing. Your heart I'm knocking. Early in the morning. Tell me one time is on the paper. baby do. She said, tell me what you wanna do. And I'm running to you. And I got no excuse. Come in, do my baby. Yeah, I wanna ease my stress. Tell me what to do, my baby. Yeah, yeah. I want you to come in and go, my baby. I wanna ease my stress. Tell me what to do, my baby. Tell me. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, no matter who I see, you're the one, you're the one. I give my heart to you, sacrifice for you. Be by your side with it in the car, in the back. Oh yeah, don't break my heart, baby. Don't tell me not, baby. I want you to eyes and see you are what deep inside of you. You love your choice, baby. I want my shine from you. I bet you fight for me. I miss when you sit back to me. Put me in the mood, my baby. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my stress. And you want to do, my baby.
Okay, so let me interrupt a little bit. Look. To celebrate something is not something easy. This is the problem we have in the country. Liberians today, we are bringing one another down for no reason. Liberians today, we putting two hands together to beef for reasons. I'm just want to touch on this a little bit because anything that happens in this country, they have an impact. Whether it's entertainment, whether it's politics, whether it's in the health, it's in the education sector. There's a one country called Liberia. This guy left Liberia, well, no, settled in Ghana, blew up to be one of the trending artists ever in our country. This guy's song have played at the New York Square. For your song to play in the New York Square, I mean, those of you who are going to the US, you know it's not something easy. For a song to be played at the NBA game, where you have LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, late, these big names in basketball on a break for a song to drop on the NBA game, it's not something easy. To attend the BET, it's not something easy. But what I see today on the social media, the fans are bringing two heads together. Hate have entered everywhere in this country. Anything you think about Liberia is about hate. Bringing two artists here and dividing them. And the high feelings are going down deep. And I'm not going to use myself to say I'm going to go the Jezino way to back him or to back the CRC. No, this is one country for God's sake. What do you hope to achieve? This guy was involved into a minor accident. Let me just put it in this way. I had a video call with him on yesterday. I'm seeing photos trending. The video, the picture that you see on the social media, that was an old accident. I must say this out. I mean, most of you will believe me. Listen up to me. Blogger who placed in a call to Jezino, call him and say, yeah, I just touched down from Poland. I had a great concert in the US, in Australia, in Poland, landed at the Kotoka airport in Ghana, and I had an accident. The next minute, the blogger the old accident photo in February and posted that. So it has some mixed reaction on the social media that this man is faking something. But in reality, did he have an accident? Yes, of course, he did. Was a minor one. Yes, he was admitted for just a day. But now I just want to say, Liberian, we should stop. Look, CRC is a talent. It's an exceptional talent that we should also praise. You see what he's doing on social media. One day, people taking their own flashback pictures and bringing it on the social media, and we're loving it. Yeah, one day, you may blow. One day, Tamagongo could become president. Well, that's what happened on social media. One day, comments who are then trying. Now, what CRC is doing. One day, comments to Liberian could say, well, let's look the ABC way. Just a boy can have done one day, too. That's how George became president. George was not two-time George try. He never he saw the president. So one day, Liberian voted him. So this is what happened with CRC. One day is trending. But we cannot put these two people here together and make them make for look, no money. No money. We don't have money. Your entertainment is so broke. to the extent the fame will put you at loggerheads and the hard feeling goes there. What Davido just did, the man broke down the whole world. People vibe into David. He's a millionaire. We don't have it. So I just want to say, look, Jazino is an exceptional talent. CRC is a great talent as well. And we are proud to have both of you as Liberians. Let's move on as a country. Everything in this country is divided. You go to the Liberian Football Association now, they hate in the LFA now. That's how Liberia looking like now. Everything in this country, politics have gone everywhere. The LFA now, we have elections coming up probably in 1 year or so. Reggie probably may want to go for the third time. I'm going to have an interview with him soon. If Reggie come, I will not be used to sit on the platform and criticize Reggie. No, I will not be used as a journalist. If Reggie wants to go for the third term, I will ask Reggie why third term. Aaron Snow went 2 term. Musa Belito 2 term. Somewhere Zeta Wesley was defeated. Why you want to go third term? That's my role to ask him. But if Kasa Cole, who's doing a lot of great things, wants to be president, Kasa should come and say, tell him why you want to be the LFA boss. You was deputy LFA boss. Why this time the presidency? But I will not be used. Or Chris Weah, who wants to be LFA. Look, everything in this country is just messing up. People are using young people. People are even using journalists to go and look ahead at one another. Hey, man. That's what happened between these 2 young people, Jazino and CRC. Who's responsible? The fans. The fans are the ones. The fans are the ones putting the high feelings. Do you know Davido now can bring buy a whole interstate anywhere in Nigeria think about? He have money. But look at Liberia, we have nothing yet. Nothing we have. But the hate, if it's not me, it's not you, it's growing everywhere. In the health sector too, it's getting, yes, the health sector here in Liberia, of course. Nurses still have issues. The nurses here, some of them are called and say, well, I should remind the president. Yes, I remind the president. The nurses went against the way they got involved into politics. Well, yes. And today, nurses still seeing that some of their salaries have not gone increase up. You know, we made a call that the President Blocker, should visit JFK. The president Patrick listen to us, right? The nurses still talking. Those in the education sector too have problem. Teachers, some of them, less than $100. They have problem. Every sector would have problem in this country. Even the media, member of the fourth, let me just take the call from my own eye here. The media here currently, 2 years now, no presidency. No president going to the Supreme Court. Most of the country is dead. The whole country is just messing up. The president, 2 years, go to the Supreme Court. Justice in Chamber, Yusuf Kaba, sat over the whole thing. 2 people couldn't agree to one another. That's how Liberia is. Where are we heading? Then it's too, look at Jazino. I'm proud when I see this guy vibing on the social media. I say, wow, at long last, that's how I always say to myself, at long last. So the blogger who was so fast to post the picture out, after Jazino told him, say yes, management told him, say yeah, Jazino in the accident, put up an old picture up. Then you, as a hero, you just run in. Look, nothing you'll do to bring this guy down. This man have now hit up to the international world, and we should promote CRC too in the rightful way. But they hit and think, look, we're not growing, man. What sort of, is that a curse? I don't want to say it's a curse. It's a bad thing as a country. Even in the police, every sector, I will touch every sector. Even in the police, up to now, they think we've been dragging for long now. The CEO officers, they're still crying how Gregory is sending them home. Gregory is sending them home for retiring. They have not reached out. Good morning to my president. President, I'm sure you're driving up to work this morning. Every sector have problem. George couldn't finish it. He couldn't settle it. Joseph Boakai is now president. Ellen Johnson, she took the microphone again. She still spoke against corruption. Liberian problem is like 5 and 6. Liberia is 8. That's just so problem too much. We hate one another. We envy. We greed. Some of us can sit down 4 hours in Liberia today. You can sit down 4 hours talking things that not concern you. And look how many hours going. You just one thing over and over, back to forth on our mind. Every sector. That's what happened in this country. You know how we cry for artists? Huh? Jazino have gone up. And we should celebrate it. If you don't like him, but keep it to yourself. We should celebrate this guy, man. I mean, his management team have put up a release. I think Richard just put that up on the screen. Yes, but we can't be doing this. CIC, we not want you to bring the person down. Don't do it for him. And the fans, none of you call for a concert. Those are you writing, blogging. If you call for a concert and say $20 US, we'll all be, you will not pay. But you're very good at writing the narrative stuff on someone you're supposed to be celebrating. When other people from other countries see you, say, but what sort of country is this? They don't like one another. They bring one another down. This whole sector have problems. Some of you lobbying for a job with Joseph Boyka, you disturb the president. And today you are going to the office. So they think about which one, I mean, they are in weight and size, but there are some offices, instead of you dealing with the director, you go to the main deputy, you interacting with him, and the boss is up there. We have problems in every sector. And I want to say this out. Let me just go back to, I mean, since we want a political show, with the next 8 minutes going back. George Weah, again, is a very peaceful man. But sometimes you have to go back and take a little reflection and think, what sort of country? You have gone and stayed almost 6-7 months now out of the presidency. When you are here, oh my God, everybody will be WhatsApping you, messaging you, because you're the president. You receive calls, text messages. Sometimes you don't sleep. Because why? Everyone wants to get to the president. The business society, politicians, everyone wants to get to you as head. And now you out of the this thing about what we call audit is something very important. And the next place I want to call on the GSC, that house of legislature needs to be audited. Then Liberians now, those of you silent listeners, then y'all will be satisfied. Yeah, right. That house needs to be audited. Audit that house. I know some of you don't like what I'm saying, but that's true. It will mean business. Then all of you got problems. We finish forgetting about America now. Oh, Sachi and Fierce walk out, catch you walk out. America is your problem, or we Liberians, we are our own problem. We are our own problem. That house needs to be audited. When an audit report is not to wish on, when a court indict you, meaning that the court have some evidence. You're not just going to be called on by the judge. The judge is not going to call you easily. But once the courts have an evidence, then you have to go and prove yourself. When you're indicted, that means that the crime, but to move on as a country, and President Marka still have a lot to do. Those who will not perform, let them go out of the system. Let them go out of the system. Because the law of the country must be respected. And those of you unity partisans, when I sit and speak, I'm not as a partisan journalist. Let the justice system prevail. Stop throwing jabs on the social media and posting all kind of picture playing fun. Tomorrow yourself will be audited. George Weah had a time. Weah became president. He has 63 other reports to be acted on. He didn't go through with it. He felt that, well, I should leave in the United Party for 12 years. 63 others report. Yeah. And let the other reports, let's go. Let people face the law. When you embezzle, people see a lot of people in this country they live on less than $1 just to survive. You're not different from us. I created almost all of us in this image. You're not different from me. We are more smarter than some people who rule us in this country. We're more smarter than you. Then you rule us. We take over front. Look, you all will face the justice system. That's it. And we'll move on as a people. But the hate, it's just too much. And lastly, before I conclude, the Ministry of Transport, let me just touch on you, Talo. And Talo Salif, you have issued a regulation. And it's just on the paper. Why we say something in this country, the transportation fare, the new transportation fare for the Ministry of Transport is for paper. Today, you go in the traffic, everyone's still controlling their own fares. If you're leaving from Broad Street to the junction here, drivers still use their own description. When you say something, the enforcement aspect should also be part of it. Maybe tomorrow we're going to touch on that. But I'd like to say thank you so much. As I go home today on the TBS, it's been wonderful serving breakfast since this morning. But again, the young folks who are behind this on the social media. Look, someone said the social media is demonic, where it promotes, it brings you down, explains your whole lifestyle. Anything you write on the social media, people see it from afar. That's why before someone posts anything, we have to be very careful. Throughout entire government, the whole thing was breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. And all of the breaking news, I must say this out, was all things that were going against the country. But as we conclude, as we close up, the oldest African republic in Liberia, you are a minister today, you are superintendent today, you are never superintendent before, you are never minister before. Do the Liberian people work. If you embezzle funds, some of you having some miserable sleeps now. That's what happened when you steal. You're having some miserable sleep. Yes, you're being indicted. So now you're hearing it, right? 2029 to the next government to pick it up. That's how it should be. That's the only way we move on as a people and as a country. But the issue of this artist, yes, he had an accident. The blogger, we have hundreds of thousands of bloggers now in Liberia who just blog of anything they want to post up. The blogger went and took all photo of the man lying there in the hospital, and that's went viral. So, I mean, we should fast check before you come out. So I placed in a video call that can confirm that, yes, he had an accident. But thank you so much. This is how we go on the TB. It's been wonderful serving you breakfast so much. This morning, yes, we'll be back on tomorrow, same time. On behalf of the entire team, Richard Lucinin, Mayan Trubian, Marka Davis. Yes, my name is Oni Roberts. In the midst of all what we do, catch your friends. Yeah. Bless Thursday. Bye-bye.
What is happening here?
So I tell her I don't want to get a woman. You talk over for HR, you say asset management. And the office is the woman, the office Vicky, everything, the office. Then you talk over for that, you have to want to go ready, you want to go to the woman. HR for Tara, not Tara, but the transport ministry. You get ready, because everything is saying forever. You ready to talk about party.
Is he running the transport ministry on the basis of politics or political line?
Yes. You gotta eat everybody that somewhere will boy and you will sack them. And you know what? No situation will be out there. You never mind boy and people for the soft.
How long this been happening? And how many persons have been dismissed?
Okay, I only few people I know.
I'm hearing 107 persons being dismissed.
Yes, 107 people.
107 is not
just 107. Even if the group like he was sorted, he said he wanted to
So what's the negative effect it is causing for the minister since you want to be here?
Trauma because that woman that why you need it. Woman that know herself in her own car. Woman that know herself.
So what's her position?
She was HR, people resource director. People work for that. So after management, they want everything beating all. They see everything beating. Now I am going to office. Y'all see office beating.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you, that's why I'm going to see all that. Now the trauma she goes to school and I'm going to